Christmas. What better gift can you get than Sports Madness TV with two random jacklegs that I don't know why I continue to come on to this podcast and talk about anything with the great Carolina Tar Heel football. But without further ado, here is your hosts, Gator and Hawk.
Well. Thank you for that special introduction, Mr. Belichick. Sorry to see that there you have no chance at all for a bowl game at all. Probably
Um,
won't next year either. You probably will start the season unranked, probably near the bottom of the barrel.
what do you expect?
Hopefully,
They,
hopefully you
LeBron
can
and
pull yourself out of it because we'd like to see you win another ring on a college level, but
maybe I need to follow in my buddy Saban's footsteps and go to Alabama or something.
or just start commentating because you are a great intellectual being. But maybe that girl's
Oh,
got
oh,
you distracted. Maybe you should just go home and retire with your billions of dollars.
oh! So you're telling me that I need to just go follow Tom Brady?
No,
Let
I'm not saying
Let's.
I'm not saying divorce Jody Henson now.
I made Tom Brady who Tom Brady was.
That may be true,
I
but
here. I don't know why I do this podcast for you because every time I come on here, all you want to do is bash me about everything. You know what? If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be relevant right now, there, sir.
much like the UNC Tar Heels aren't really relevant this year. Okay, I get it.
We can blame Mac Brown for that one.
I can blame I can blame the bull for this one too.
Speaking of, he needs to stay out of Jordan's DMs.
Oh really? He's messing with her now?
Oh, yeah. Uh,
Not
uh,
surprised. He seems thirsty.
well, here's the problem. Just lost a homegrown recruit to the NIL, to the transfer portal, because he says, I'm not getting enough playing time behind the guy that I brought in who was supposed to be very great. And he just, ugh. Off season to work on this, and we're going to try to get this thing great. I'm going on the record, and I'm going to project that we, the entire Carolina team, will be playing for an championship next year, and we will beat the Wolfpack in the game of the season at Keenan Stadium.
Oh, I want you to say, I want you to know, Mr. Belichick, that you are on record saying that. So, good
Well,
luck to you, I
maybe
suppose.
to talk to Gator because I hear he's the one that gets on the record and stuff comes out to be true.
Eh, you got lucky one time about the mafia shit.
I think he's been kind of lucky on every podcast y'all have with stuff he says.
Eh, that may be true. But there is one thing I know for sure. I was wrong about the Cowboys.
Everybody knew you were wrong about the Cowboys. Even the Cowboys knew you were wrong about the Cowboys.
I knew I was wrong about the Cowboys.
If I'm not mistaken, though, you kept saying, that's a joke pick. That's a joke pick.
Yeah, I really did.
Well, anyway, I want to say I hope you enjoy your Christmas holiday and New Year. I'm going to get on a jet and fly to the Bahamas and enjoy my time with my 24-year-old girlfriend.
And if you need any, Mr. Belichick, I can send you the blue pill anytime you need, my man.
I don't have that problem.
It's not what Tom said.
Well, Tom should know because he was always on it.
It's not what Mr. Kraft said either.
Well, Robert likes to go and spend time in places he shouldn't spend time in.
Yeah.
Anyway, good luck
Like
to
a
y'all.
certain hot button up. island right now. But anyway, Mr. Belichick, we appreciate you stopping by today.
Very well. Hope you have a good holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you want to call it. I'm out.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Belichick. And we could totally see you changing in that mirror.
Edit that part. You're gonna have to do some edit.
Hey, Gator, what up, man?
What's up, Hawk?
Not much, man. Uh, I don't even know if I want to continue with the joke after that. But you missed Belichick.
Bill. Thanks.
I think he's on the floor right now.
Getting ready to get on a plane.
All right.
Although, I wonder how much I could get for this.
What is that?
I guess a Christmas present.
Oh.
Wonder how much I could get for it. Considering the target.
Signed by Jordan, we'll see.
I don't think it's worth anything. Carolina's not relevant. I know I'm ditching the usual sports motif. I had to put on matching PJs for Christmas.
Hell, I got my Detroit hoodie. I have my Joker fucking pajamas on.
I would be ashamed to be wearing that Detroit stuff right now, considering the simple fact that y'all went 0-10 in the past week.
Well,
the Lions should have won on freaking Sunday. They got screwed on the pass interference.
Yeah, like, dude, like, I've seen a lot of social media posts about how the refs are like hate the Lions. Like, it doesn't matter what the Lions can do. The refs just find a way to screw us over.
Well, it kind of goes back to the Saints game with who was it? The last game they played and they got rocked. Who was it? Their final game in the Superdome, and they were going for the playoffs, and they were playing the Vikings.
Who? Detroit was?
No, the Saints.
Oh, yeah. When they were playing the Vikings when they ended Brett Favre's career? Pretty much?
Yeah, that was the...
Yeah.
That was one of the balls.
Yeah. I still have no respect for the Saints to this day because of that shit. I know the Broncos are doing great, but I have no respect for Sean Payton anymore because of that shit, because he was involved in it. How he's still a coach is beyond me, because, like, what the hell? You don't do that. You don't specifically target people.
Back then, though, there was no rule against it.
Oh, yes, there was. I mean, dude, like, there's always been a rule about, okay, if you take this person out of the game, then you get this much extra money. It's what they call bounties, dude. Okay, whoever takes Brett Favre out of the game gets an extra 30 grand. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of shit like that. I apologize.
Oh no, I'm in Cody's room, so it's okay. Ain't nobody can hear me. You could be good. If I was down in the room, I was gonna. I mean, I'm gonna make him an offer that can't refuse to take Pat Mahomes out. I mean, pretty much next up on the list is gonna be Bo Nix.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened to Kansas City. Maybe they just targeted freaking Meshow and Mahomes. You know, but I don't know.
Well, we know two things. One, Dallas is not going to the playoffs for the third decade in a row.
I know.
He is finally out, so we don't have to worry about that. And right now, the AFC East is so up for grabs between the Broncos and the Patriots. It's not even funny.
In the AFC East, one of the Broncos become part of the AFC East.
I said the Patriots and the Bills.
No, you didn't. You said Broncos. Mod. But yeah. As
And
much like that's as much like what's going on in the NFC North. I mean, the Bears apparently have clinched it no matter what. Now, if Detroit were to win tomorrow against the Vikings, that would add to them. But if Green Bay also wins on Sunday, it comes down to the very last game of the year. And I believe that the Patriots and the Bills are very much like that too. It's going to come down to maybe the last game of the season.
well, I saw an
Just
interesting.
like Jacksonville and Houston.
Well, I saw an interesting thing today that Teddy Bridgewater. Good God, I've done gone way back.
Yeah.
Lamar days in Baltimore might be numbered.
Yeah. Yeah. I did see something about that today too. But I mean, the guy has trouble staying healthy. You
Well,
know?
not only that, they haven't done anything since he's been there.
Yeah. I mean, how many playoff wins does he have? Like three?
Three. I mean,
And
look at
not one of them is like a divisional round win. I think they're all wild cards.
what
I
about
mean,
this?
they could be a divisional, but it's definitely not a championship.
Well, think about this. The Steelers are still up for grabs in that division right now.
Yeah, the Steelers are 2 games ahead of Baltimore,
Well, here's the next
and they
question.
have a 42-year-old quarterback.
Here's my question. Did Mike Tomlin sell his soul to keep that job and not win a Super Bowl?
He must. I
I
don't
mean,
know. I don't know. I don't know what that guy is doing, but Jesus Christ, how? I mean, okay, I'm one of the highest winning percentage coaches currently, and probably all time. But is that enough to keep your job? I mean, when's the last time Pittsburgh even made it to the Super Bowl?
uh, they went in. It was when Ben was there. They hadn't been back
Yeah.
since.
All right, Patriots. Oh, it was in 2009 against the Arizona Cardinals. That was their last win. And their last appearance was in 2011 against the Green Bay Packers.
But you know what's funny?
And Green Bay got that win.
Of course they did. But you want to know what's funny? Think about this. He's never had a losing season
Yeah. And
since
what? Oh, what,
Tomlin.
16 seasons he's been there?
So here's the next question. Is the AFC such a weak division that Tomlin doesn't have a losing season, or is he just like the next Belichick of the AFC that he knows what he's up against and he knows who he's playing, and he can just always seem to get a magic horseshoe up his butt?
I always kind of viewed it as something like this. I mean, he's in a division with the Browns and the Bengals, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's been a battle between Baltimore and Pittsburgh forever. I mean, because, the Browns will continue to be the Browns, and we all know that Bengals don't show up in big games.
Yeah, well, talking about the Bengals, how about did you see the other day? Was it Monday? that the Dolphins offered the Bengals like a lump sum of money and a couple of first-round picks to let them get Joe Burrow?
Yep.
How much different would the freaking Dolphins be if Joe Burrow was in Miami?
Well, let me just check on that really quick. Okay, because that came up, what, a week ago?
Came out like Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, we finished out the rest of the season. No playoff hopes, but it definitely looked like a different team. I mean, could you imagine Burrow with Hill? That would be.
He's got Jamar Chase, but still,
uh,
Hill's gone down since freaking Chiefs, though, in my opinion.
yeah, he has. But Jamar Chase hasn't been a top receiver in the last 3 years either.
Well, Henry ain't been that great of a running back either.
Well, I mean, it is also. I mean, it also goes back to Joe Burrow's injury. Like, he can't really catch a whole lot of passes from a guy who's a second string. And with Joe Burrow being out with, oh my God, he's got like dancer ankles. He's got dainty ass ankles, for Christ's sake.
Well, thing about Tyreek Hill, he can't catch second string quarterback passes because
No.
Tua is concussed.
Yeah, I mean, Tyreek Hill should almost be a master of that by now.
I mean, if I was Hill, I would sit there and say, hey, I don't want Tua. I want the other guy. At least I'm catching passes from him.
Yeah. At least I can catch passes for him for 2 weeks.
I mean, I just.
I mean, like, I don't know. Tua's he's got a soft head. He don't need to be playing quarterback.
No, he needs an offensive line that'll block for him.
Yeah, I mean, so does Cincinnati. I mean, apparently so do the Chiefs this year too.
No, the Chiefs they need to go ahead. They just need to go ahead and let's get Taylor and Travis's wedding out the way so they can get back to playing football.
Well, dude, I'm ready for Travis to be like, I'm retired.
Oh, he said he's coming back.
But I thought he said he was retired at the beginning of the year.
And he did, and then he come back and said it's open for next year. I mean,
because he wants to win out Super Bowl. You know that Swifty money's riding his ass.
Did you hear that he got on the New Heights podcast and said that him and her have never had an argument?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're together net worth was $16.7 billion and you're only bringing in $0.7 billion, what kind of argument is there? I mean, like, what's Travis going to do now? Have to go live with Jason again if they break up? Jason's going to have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, little brother. Come live with me, just like you had to do in college.
Well, Travis, if he wouldn't have screwed up and smoked pot, he'd have been okay.
And so be it. I mean, I was never good enough to get in college, so I always smoked pot. So
say what you want to say, but Travis Kelce would not be where he's at if it wasn't for his big brother.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jason kind of babied him a little bit in college.
Well, not only that, he went to bat for him. He stood up and said, "Look, I'll make sure." And I mean, he did what he had to do to get him there. You know, I mean, sometimes it takes tough love from family.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know that.
Sometimes your family just doesn't care anything about you, and you do it all on your own.
Oh, there's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. Did you hear about that Anthony Joshua Jake Paul fight?
Oh my God!
Oh man, did you see it? Did you watch any of it?
Oh, did you read what was said afterwards, they had a script.
Yeah, they had a script, and Anthony Joshua did not plan or go along with it. I also read the tabloids that Jake Paul says, "Oh, he's lucky I was sick that day and had the flu. Otherwise, I would have whooped your ass." You know, like, I've heard so many fucking excuses.
Hey, look, let's run it back. Go in. This time, let's watch him break your jaw from the other side.
Right.
I mean, but that $181 million, all them AKs and that cash on that plane sure didn't mind that broke jaw.
No, it did not, did it? And honestly, I almost put money on that fight until I saw the odds so in favor of Anthony Joshua. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to win a whole lot of money on that.
I bet he break. You should have bet that he breaks his jaw.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I can go in depth of that on DraftKings, but
Dude, look at the guy. Did you see? Talking about DraftKings. Did you see the guy last week that did the 15-leg parlay and bet $2.50 and won over $15,000?
I didn't hear about that.
He had Carolina, San Francisco. He did a 15-leg parlay, bet $2.50.
50 leg?
He did a 15-leg parlay
Oh,
on
15.
and on $2.50 and won over $15,000 on DraftKings.
That's insane. That is literally insane. It's kind of like I think it was 2 years ago. Somebody bet 10 cents at the beginning of the year, before even the preseason. Somebody bet 10 cents that Kawhi Leonard was not going to play more than 65 games a year that year, and he didn't, and the dude won over $1 million off a 10-cent bet. Just because at the beginning of the year.
Well, let's find a weird thing and just bet 10 cents on it, see what we can win.
The most I bet on anything is like $2.50.
I'll put it this way. I bet $5 that LeBron doesn't play over half the season next year.
Oh, I'll do you one better. I bet LeBron doesn't even play 50 more games this year.
I'll do you one better. I bet the Cowboys lose against the Commanders today.
I'll do you one better. I bet that Jerry Jones commits suicide. Baby.
I'll do you one better. I bet Saquon
Facts.
scores in the next game.
No. Okay, never mind then. Sorry. Yeah, I have a chance to make like $18 tomorrow because I did a 4-leg parlay all on Detroit. Golf over 250 yards, Gibbs over 70 rushing yards, Amari St. Brown as an anytime touchdown, and Detroit win. And I bet $2 on that. So hopefully I get it.
I'm just ready for next week.
Man, I'm already ready for next year.
I'm ready for next week. We get Indiana versus Alabama, Oregon versus Texas Tech, rematch.
Oh, true that.
Rematch of the Bulldogs versus the Ole Miss Rebels. And on top of that, we get Ohio State versus Miami.
Well, we have Alabama versus Oklahoma.
They already played Alabama.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Ohio State versus Miami.
Convicts versus convicts.
Oregon versus Texas Tech.
Oregon should win that game single-handedly.
Then Alabama and Indiana.
Indiana should mop the floor with Bama.
Yeah, that's the Rose Bowl game. So you know those guys are gonna come out to fucking play. And then we got Old Miss and Georgia.
Hold on. Funny fact here. Do you know that when Alabama plays next Thursday in the Rose Bowl, it's been 100 years since they played the Rose Bowl game? And it's also 100 years since their first NCAA national championship in football.
Well, since you put it that way, it sounds like I need to bet some money on Alabama then, huh?
Roll Tide.
Well, yeah, it rolls on.
Roll
As I am. Oh,
Tide.
oh. Roll Tide, motherfucker. Zooted.
Hey, Raz come out with a vape. It's called Code Green. It is the Dew edition.
Mountain Dew.
And they got a Code Red.
I love Code Red. Code Red's the shit. I don't want your Baja. Give me a nice Code Red.
Don't disgrace the Baja Blast. Taco Bell known for Baja Blast.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to live Moss, stay away from that Baja Blast shit. Anyway, all right, let's go back to college for a little bit. Now, okay, we are getting closer. We know what teams are coming down to it. Who do you think is going to make it all the way to the national championship? Because I have a theory of who.
Well, since you brought it up, let's hear your theory.
I think Ohio State's going to find their way to get into it again. It's going to be Ohio State, Georgia.
Not so fast, my friend.
Haha, two could play that game.
I'm pulling the Corso here on you.
You bought a pen to a drill fight.
Don't make me get the redneck knife.
Oh, hold on. Let me get a drill bit and put it in it. Then we'll see. But anyway.
All right, I think.
What is your debate about my pick, or are you just going right into yours?
Well, here's the thing. Last year in the playoff, we saw where teams that had to do the play-in game had the upper hand.
Right.
Had the bye. So here we go. Georgia's already got another bye. Ohio State had to play in last year when they played the week before they played Oregon. Oregon
there's a main thing between last year and this year with Ohio State. You remember that, right?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. Ohio State hasn't really played anybody besides Indiana. So they haven't come out with this defense like Miami's got, that they swarm the ball. I mean, if you watched any of the Miami games, time the ball's thrown, they've got like 4 defenders around that one person.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So,
well, like I told you, man, at the beginning of the year, Miami was going to come out and be a beast. I didn't expect them to go this far.
Well, see, here's the thing. Miami does that swarm defense to where...
Yeah, like, dude, you know me, I'm a defensive head. I want to see how it worked. I knew that they were going to do it this year, and I was just like, it's a risky kind of a thing. But if you know how to execute it properly, like they have been doing, it's hard to get around.
Well, you think about it. They're not going to give up the big deep plays that Ohio State's going to look for
Right.
because they're going to shut the deep threat down. They're going to
Yeah.
make it on the ground. They're going to snuff the run game out. They're going to take away the deep ball. Ohio State's going to have to find a way to get a man open to get down the field against Miami. And as bad as I hate to say it, Miami could beat Ohio State.
They could.
Oregon come out. JMU played a tough game. The scoreboard didn't show it, but as I watched it, my question became, how long can James Madison keep up with Oregon playing fast? If Oregon comes out against Texas Tech and runs it like they did against JMU, Texas Tech's not going to stand a chance.
Well, Texas Tech also has a little bit better of a defense, also.
Yeah, but Oregon's just fast. They're an RPO offense. I mean, look in that first drive of the last game. They ran the ball 3 times, and then they made the deep ball. I mean, once you get the run game established, the pass game opens up because the defense is going to expect to run every time up. Dan Lanning is a master at that. I think, talking about the Georgia game, Ole Miss is pissed. Ole Miss don't have Lane Kiffin. Ole Miss is there. Everybody's writing them off with this interim coach.
Yeah, like that's why I don't have any trust in Ole Miss. I
I
mean, they
think
don't have Lane Kiffin anymore. They have an interim coach. I'm not even sure who it is right now.
hey, their defensive coordinator, but I think Ole Miss has
Oh,
got proven this game.
but they
And
did beat Tuplan, 41-10 last week. So,
I
but
think Ole Miss comes out and beats Georgia.
you think Ole Miss beats Georgia?
I think
Wow,
Ole Miss. I think they shocked Georgia.
really?
They did it last year,
Yeah.
and you're not in Athens.
Nope. But I'm sorry, looking at someone else. What? I'm just saying, man. What are the chances that Miami is going to be playing at the Miami Garden?
I think it's a. I think it's a pretty high risk that they're going to give them that home game.
You think? Hmm.
I think. I think Oregon's going to win it all.
Oh, yeah. Oregon's probably
I think
they're more than likely going to beat Texas Tech, but I
Oregon.
don't know.
Oregon has something to play for right now, and
Yeah.
I think that. I think Oregon's going to win it all. And I think that when they do, you're going to see they're going to win it, and they're going to win it all because of Charlie Kirk. Because he was the biggest Oregon supporter. He was the biggest. I mean, 4 years ago, he said, I'm going to see Oregon win a national championship in football. And if you watch any of the Dan Lanning press conferences after game, he's referenced him in every press conference.
Well, unfortunately, he's dead, so now he can't get his wish granted. So,
But I think that that is kind of one of the driving factors that Oregon has is they're above, and I could be wrong, but I think Oregon's I'd like to see Oregon win it all. I think they could win it all.
All right, hold on. I did not mean to say that offensive about Charlie Kirk or whether you support him or hate him. The dude's passed on. I don't mean to offend anybody that has passed on by any means. I hate that what had happened to him and he left behind that beautiful girl and that beautiful kid. I hate it. But anyway, he's dead. He can't get his wish granted anymore.
Actually, he can't.
How? Well, like what you said, you want to see the Oregon Ducks win in his lifetime. Well, his lifetime ended. Sorry.
Lives on through his kids.
I want his kids to grow up to be Sanford fans.
And
Yeah. Sorry, but don't mean to offend anybody. But either way, uh, I mean, I've always kind of liked Oregon too because I always loved their mascot.
Puddles.
Yeah. Even when I was a little kid, I always thought, he's just a big little waddling duck. I was a big Daffy Duck, Donald Duck fan growing up. So
Yeah, the same thing. Everybody looked at me. They said, "Well, if you weren't a Florida fan, who would you pull for?"
huh?
I lived out west.
Uh,
I'd be an Oregon fan because I've always liked Oregon. Oregon's just, I think Oregon is the school that everybody radiates towards.
yeah, I kind of think so. I mean, like, I think, I think more people like Oregon than they dislike Oregon. You know what I mean?
I know a school
Because
that
especially over here, me in the Big Ten and you down there in the SEC, what do we have to not like about Oregon? You know, I mean,
well,
I've been a fan of them ever since they had Chip Kelly as a coach.
I know I know a team that a lot of people hate. You want to take a guess?
Oh, I know it's not my most hated team, but it could be the new most hated team.
Who is that?
I believe Notre Dame. Bastards! Like what the hell?
Did you see a girl made a shirt?
I mean, and I like Notre Dame.
I mean, I like the name too. I like the history, the pageantry, all of that.
Yeah, like dude, like the
This,
fighting Irish, like
she
I
that said Catholics versus everyone,
mm,
and within a week made over $75,000 on that shirt when they got snubbed in the CFP.
yep.
Now, what makes it even interesting is if it's true, what's going to be the fallout that they snubbed Notre Dame if it's true what the AD said that when they went to 12 teams, Notre Dame would always be in the college football playoff?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, you got a double-edged sword here. So they can lose every game and they're still in.
Yeah,
They can win every game, they're still in.
yeah,
Not in a conference, you're independent.
right. I was like growing up. I always thought that they were the Big Ten because I seen them play like Northwestern. Uh, I seen them play, like back when they were decent. Saw them play against Penn State growing up, but so I always just assumed they were part of the Big Ten.
They're in the conference for ACC in every sport except football that they're allowed to be independent. Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
which is weird. I
Here's
always thought that they were Big Ten football
you
though. Oh,
always when you think top football programs, Notre Dame, Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State. That's blue bloods right there.
yeah,
Not Georgia, until the past couple of years. Florida the past couple of years. Um, Clemson the past couple of years. I mean, Nebraska in the 80s.
Yeah.
Texas plays there. But
Yeah.
you think blue blood, if nobody knew anything about college football and they were asking you, you're going to hear Notre Dame, you're going to hear Ohio State, you're going to hear Michigan, you're going to hear Alabama, you're going to hear Penn State. And then as the different generations you ask, then you're going to get the Georgias and the Clemsons and you're going to get the Texases, the Nebraskas, the USCs. You're going to get all of those teams.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like the ACC. 93, Florida State had the chance to go to the SEC. The SEC wanted Florida State with Bobby Bowden. Do you know Florida State did not join the SEC at that time?
Yeah. Wasn't there like a stupid reason why?
Bobby Bowden was the reason why.
Yeah.
Because Bobby Bowden said that the road to the national championship is easier through the ACC than it is being in a conference, because the ACC at the time did not have a conference championship.
Right.
So you think you're playing school, you've got 9 schools, and college football week is 12 weeks, right? Give or take. So you think you play Duke, Clemson, NC State, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia Tech, Maryland, Wake Forest, and then Florida State was the last school at 9 at that time. So there's 8 conference games right there you play.
Right.
You have the Florida game. You could pick up Miami for the Battle of the Sunshine State for all 3 schools, Florida, Miami, and Florida State. And then you play 2 non-conference teams. I mean, you think about it. He wasn't wrong with what he said, but it was also stupid. But Florida State would not be as talked about as they are if they were in the SEC, because they have nobody that can compete at that level anymore.
Right.
They would have been like an Auburn. They would be bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. I would definitely have to see that, especially
because Florida State cannot hang with Georgia.
No, they cannot. They can't. They couldn't hang with Alabama for a long time.
Florida has to be like the suckiest team in Sucksville for Florida State to be able to handle them.
Right.
We look at Clemson playing LSU. We look at Clemson playing SEC schools. They cannot play SEC schools. And Dabo wants to jump and go to the SEC. Dude, you're not going to make it there.
Right.
You're not going to be top tier like you are in the ACC. You're going to be maybe mid to low tier.
Right. And that's what bugged me about so many Clemson fans when they've won that first national championship. I saw a lot of people become fucking Clemson fans, and I'm like, dude, if you actually paid attention to the road of how they got there.
Though, when they played.
Oh my God, that pretty boy Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, but the first one they won with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Pretty much returned almost everybody that wasn't able to leave.
Right.
And Clemson brought everybody back.
Right.
Because you had a, metaphorical speaking, here's the cake that is the national championship. You had a taste. So you decided you're going to run it back and know you can get there.
Right.
So they had a goal in mind.
Right.
Then they played again the next year, and Saban posted that score, that picture of Hunter Renfrow. all over the quad, all over Alabama, weight room, training room, video room. Every time they had a team meeting, they showed that last play. Alabama come out, refuse to lose. We're going to run it down your throat. We're going to throw it down your throat. We're going to grab you by the nose. We're going to hold you by the mouth, and we're going to kick you in the butt. We don't care who you are. Then the next year, Trevor Lawrence was in there, and they did it again because they knew what they were up against.
Yeah. Just that simple.
Now, you take a piece of paper and you write down who's on this team right now. Alabama's got Ty Simpkins. They got this one, that one, that one. Indiana's got the Heisman Trophy winner, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. They're gone. These boys are gone. They're not going to stick around.
No.
They're going to go pro. Or they're going to transfer. And I hate it.
I kind of do too. Like we brought up on the one of the last couple episodes about the transfer portal, and I was it's stupid. I don't think neither one of us agree with it.
I don't agree with it for the fact that if you're coaching a team and you tell me, well, I'll give you this much money, and you're at Alabama, and I come, oh, you're going to be my starting quarterback. Well, you tell the same other two guys that are there that the same story, and you make me fight for it. Then I don't get to play. Well, here comes so-and-so. We're going to give you $10 million. Why would I stay there and not enter the portal? It's stupid. Wish I could enter the portal.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, that's a good shot, Gator. Right up the crotch.
I'm just stretching my back.
Yeah, I could kick a field goal up that.
I'm going to go throw the ball left-handed.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I mean, I remember when college football was actually college football. I remember when there was actually a pretty good Pac-12.
Well,
that's something I don't agree with. Is like, okay, the Big Ten is not Big Ten anymore. It's like 15, 16, something like that. It was called Big Ten because it had 10 schools in the conference.
The ACC was the Atlantic Coast Conference because
and what are they now? Just anybody accountable?
Notre Dame, freaking Cal. I mean, the only saving grace for the SEC, they disbanded the SWAC conference, which was Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
Yeah, that was weird. That was like a little conference to themselves. That was kind of weird.
But you brought the entire teams in the SWAC to the SEC.
Yeah. I don't know if I quite agree with that either.
You know what would make the SEC relevant in every sport? You want me to tell you?
Sure.
Lure Florida State from the ACC. Lure Clemson. Lure Georgia Tech. Get Carolina. Bring Duke. Bring State. And bring Wake Forest. If you cover all of that, Then you got Kentucky. You might as well bring Louisville in.
Yeah.
You'd have the entire Southeast. You would have North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri.
Yeah. I mean,
You'd have football schools. You'd have basketball schools.
right. Like I was about to bring up, that sounds like a lot of interesting basketball matchups too. Uh,
You would get Florida. You'd get Florida, North Carolina, Florida, Duke. You'd get Alabama, North Carolina, Alabama, Duke, Tennessee, Carolina, Tennessee, Duke, Kentucky, Carolina, Texas, Duke, Texas, Carolina, Carolina, Oklahoma, Duke.
right.
That alone, just getting Carolina and Duke in that conference for
Right.
basketball.
Like if excuse me. Like wait, who went? Sorry, I just brain farted. Oh, but like who would love to see like uh Duke go up against Texas every year? I mean, like that sounds like a good matchup because Texas usually comes out swinging, especially if they face off at the beginning of the year.
Who would love to see not just Duke, Texas? Who would love to see Carolina playing Alabama, who's the past couple
Right.
have actually, I mean, you have the ACC SEC challenge. Duke,
Oh,
Florida, even though they lost to Texas Tech, which I'm not going to go there, they should have when they blew a 17-point lead, but you're just making your conference better.
right. And you know what? You get bonus points, man, because I was trying to get over to college basketball for a minute. um, have you been keeping up with college basketball?
I here and there between working and all, I have.
Yeah, I know. You don't really know what's going on lately, do you?
I know Duke lost Saturday night after they blew
Yeah, Duke, I watched a little bit of that game. I had to
Carolina.
shut it off. Duke was getting their butt whooped.
Duke lost by 1 point. Carolina won by 1 point. Those games
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, and they're both behind the fucking California Golden Bears in the Atlantic Coast Conference, which makes sense, right?
Actually, because they haven't played a conference game, we don't play conference games until next week.
Well, no, but why the hell is the California Golden Bears in the ACC basketball conference? I don't
Because
know.
Pac-12 dissolved and they had to find a home.
Yeah, so come out east. That makes sense. like, I mean, like, sorry, I just don't understand.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
spend the billions of dollars in plane ride gas money. When California is supposed to be all green.
well, a lot of these schools have private jets.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Well, my God, when you go to Duke for a semester, it's like $40,000 for a semester. Yeah, you can afford
Yeah.
it for the basketball team.
Well, yeah, but like I'm talking about how California, they're all supposed to be like green friendly, eco friendly and stuff like that. But yet they join the Atlantic Coast Conference where they got to fly a big ass jet with all their gear, with all the coaches, with all the players
Have you
to
forgot?
the complete other side of the country a couple of fucking times a year. And guess what? They got to host them bitches too. So I'm just saying,
Have you forgotten who's the governor of California?
I don't
Gavin.
even I don't
That,
even give a crap anymore, man. I'm never going to California.
that dude ain't got enough sense to get out of a shower of rain. Come on, man. One day California be an island. It's okay. We're not even going to have to.
It's gonna go chill with Hawaii. Alaska can come too.
I mean, California's going to be out in the ocean by itself. Well, come visit the island paradise of California.
Well, anyway, uh,
Malikalikima.
yeah. As far as interconference matchups have been going, nothing has been going on right now.
No, and like I said,
It's just been early in the season games. Like at the most, 13 games have been played by a single team,
well,
and looking at it, the Tar Heels 12-1, and then Duke
11.
11-1. So that's pretty damn good.
But I mean, look at
But
who,
they still got to go up against the whole
look at
conference.
those two teams played though. I mean, let's look at
Yeah.
this. Duke's played Florida, Texas, Kansas, Michigan State. Carolina's played Kentucky, Kansas. I mean,
Oh
Ohio.
wait, I'm wrong.
They
The Big Ten and Big West all played interconference right now.
they they have played some tough teams. They've come out saying, "Hey, we want to show you that you're going to have to play us to go somewhere."
Yeah, but yeah, I was wrong. Big Ten and Big West. Uh, Nebraska Cornhuskers, Wolverines, Michigan State Spartans, Purdue Boilermakers, and UCLA are all 2-0 in interconference right now. So, not bad.
Nothing really happening in baseball because they're in the winter meetings trying to finalize deals. We're still a couple of weeks away from spring training.
Right. Spring training is coming up soon, though, so we'll have
Ho-
some news about that coming up, hopefully.
Hockey's not really doing anything, so
Hockey's still very early in the year. Um, I am hoping on this Saturday that the Detroit goes and whoops the shit out of the Hurricanes.
I mean, we got the
But that's just me.
we got the out
That's Saturday the 27th.
we got the
We're
outdoor
playing Friday the 26th.
Florida next week, which will be a pretty cool game to watch and play ice hockey outside in Florida.
Oh yeah, I forgot they do that now. Wait, they've done that for a while. Either way, I always thought that that'd be like a cool experience to do. They do it. They do it every once in a while at Michigan State in Lansing.
Well, on a side note, let's have a little bit of fun here for just a minute because it's Christmas.
All right, sure.
What is your go-to food on Christmas Day when you eat dinner?
For Christmas dinner.
For Christmas, what is your go-to food?
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. My Christmas breakfast and my Christmas dinner food is the exact same thing, and it is a damn honey baked ham. I don't care how you cook it, but I don't know why. You get a honey baked ham and you get a Hawaiian roll, maybe a little gravy on it, a little potato. It's not. It's the best thing in the damn world to me.
I got to have the green bean casserole.
Oh, you're a green bean casserole guy. I like green bean casserole if it's made right. With the cream of mushroom, green beans, and the fried onions. You know how I'm talking about.
And then if I'm going to a party, you got to have
Oh yeah, if we're going to a Christmas party, I'm completely different.
you got to have the daisy sour cream with the Hidden Valley Ranch dip mixed into it.
Did you hear that, Maud? Could you repeat that because she would be interested in that.
You got to have the daisy sour cream with the Hidden Valley Ranch packet dip mixed in it with the ruffled tater chips.
That does sound good. Uh, let's see, my Christmas party. Snack. It's gotta be cookies. Fat ass. Everyone's got the little cookies all set up. As soon as you get there, as soon as you leave, cookies. While you're waiting on dinner or whatever. Oh, I can't eat another bite unless it's a couple of cookies.
Okay, Santa Claus.
Hey, you know what? I got the belly for it.
Uh,
Oh,
all right. What was your favorite present growing up that you ever received
for Christmas?
for Christmas?
I think it was. I think it'd have to be a tie. Um, PlayStation 2 and my own goalie pad so I could practice at home when I played hockey. I could practice in the summer and everything like that. I just have the pads on and practice. Because those, I remember for a good solid 3 years, those two things took up a lot of my time.
Oh, okay. When I was a kid,
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I'd have to stick with those.
it would have to be getting the entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection.
Oh, the movie?
No, the figures
Oh, yeah, that would be dope.
and the complete Power Rangers with Zordon at the base and Zordon's face and it talked. And then as I got older, I got my Tim Tebow jersey and the signed Sports Illustrated of Tim Tebow.
Yeah, that reminds me. Another cool gift I got is that I got the wrestling action figures of the Brothers of Destruction. So I got Kane and Undertaker one year. I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
My sister has
And I bet 2 weeks after Christmas, I begged my mom and my dad because they had the Rock and the Sock. Also, the Rock and Mankind. And I was like begging them, like, I need that too. I need that to go with Brothers of Destruction. I bugged their ass so much that they ended up getting it for me.
I want my sister. I hope she'll give it to me. She has the original John Cena from when he was a kid and watched wrestling when he was
Yeah,
doctor of thugonomics.
yeah. Word life. Oh, wait, yeah, there you go.
All right, last one since it's Christmas. If you were, if you had to listen to one Christmas song out of all of the Christmas songs that are out there, I know not a sports podcast, but it's the holidays, so let's have a little bit of fun.
All right.
Viewers can chime in on this, comment it. What Christmas song would it be?
One Christmas song for the rest of my life? Uh, Christmas Eve by Shakespeare Orchestra. I'm a huge Trans-Siberian Orchestra fan. Now, do I always want it to be Christmas Eve? No. Sometimes I want Carol of the Bells or something else. But I would have to say Christmas. That's the one that's popping in my mind. That song's been stuck in my head all day. I've listened to it twice. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. I like that kind of shit. Sorry. All I want for Christmas is you.
I figured you were a Mariah Carey fan.
Oh hell no. I'm surprised that McDonald's did not do that whole Mariah Carey crap this year.
See her booby.
Huh?
I'd like to see her naked.
She has an OnlyFans now. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that. I have to check.
Yeah, let me send you a link. I don't know if she does.
Mine, I mean, there's so many.
If I was her, I'd be trolling Nick Cannon every chance I got.
Mine.
Like every time he posts something, I'd comment on it. Because what is she doing? Nothing until Christmas.
Halloween, they start thawing her out.
I know, right? Yeah, you can't thaw out Walt Disney, but yeah, Mariah Carey. Honestly, I wouldn't want to thaw out Walt Disney right now.
Mine would be Silent Night by the Temptations.
That's a good one. Yeah, you gotta love the Temptations.
I don't never listen to it except on Christmas Eve. I can't listen.
I got a Christmas question for you. One Christmas movie for 24 hours.
Die Hard.
It's not a Christmas movie.
Shut up. I will die on that hill. It is a Christmas movie.
If that movie took place any other time of the year, that movie would still work.
So
not
Die.
Not
Hey,
a Christmas
is
movie.
that what you're saying? Okay. All right, fine. One movie, 24 hours.
Yeah, like if it was on repeat and you just had it on in like the background, but it had to be on and you had to sit down and watch it completely twice throughout the entire day. What movie would it be? But it's on in the background while you're cooking, while you're unwrapping gifts, while everything. What movie is it?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Really? Okay.
The reason being is when the movie was made,
Yeah.
James Stewart had just gotten back from being in World War II.
Yeah.
My grandparents that raised me, my papa fought World War II. So that's another reason that I can't listen to the Silent Night by the Temptations except on Christmas Eve, because I remember the story he told of the Battle of the Bulge that he fought in.
Oh yeah, I get it.
They would fight, and then at midnight they did the truce and they sang Silent Night.
Yeah.
But yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. That would be the movie, because James Stewart acting in that movie was not acting. That was real.
Yeah.
He literally was adjusting to being back home after the war. He went through the stuff. It shows what soldiers actually go through before they knew what they went through.
Yeah, it was undiagnosed PTSD.
But it
Pretty
was
much what it was. But back then, PTSD wasn't a fucking thing.
no, it wasn't around. It wasn't known about. But
But it was a very real thing.
His portrayal in that movie showed that.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest movies of all time to me. What's yours?
1 second. Mine would have to be the first Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
That is also a very good one.
Just because, unfortunately, I've been kind of thinking about the guy a lot lately. I always kind of think about him a lot during the holidays a little bit. And Tim Allen, he reminds me of my dad a lot. A lot. The same kind of humor, the same, kind of likes. My dad wasn't always the more power guy, but my dad always knew how to fix anything. You know, it, oh, yeah, my dad would grunt sometimes do, like especially if you woke him up in the morning, like, Dad, I'm late for school. Oh, like,
Oh man,
but yeah, like Tim Allen reminds me of my dad so much, so I can never get tired of Tim Allen.
I was scrolling through just looking at Facebook, and one of those clips popped up from that movie. And it's so hard to see Judge Reinhold in that movie, especially
Yeah,
if he was in freaking Beverly Hills Cop.
yeah.
Now,
Well, like he took Beverly Hills Cop because he wanted to see how he liked comedy. That's how he landed in Santa Claus.
yeah, but look,
Yeah, like
but the scene was, Scott, what did you and what did y'all do last night before put him to bed, Charlie to bed? Smoked some cigars, had a shot,
call some hookers or call some strippers.
looked at women, and they're just sitting there like,
Yeah, like, are you serious? Like,
oh,
that movie was so great.
in a Disney movie, no less. That was like,
Oh shit, man! There's no way Disney could get half of the crap they did in the '90s.
I'm also gonna go. All right, animated Christmas specials.
Mm.
24 hours. You have to sit down and watch it. And I'm gonna give you two because they were always like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna give you.
No, there's one I'm thinking of that's animated that was a whole movie.
No, I'm talking about the specials
Oh, you're talking about the old school specials.
Like Rudolph,
Yeah.
Frosty, Santa Claus,
Um,
Charlie Brown, the Grinch.
oh, all right. Let's take Charlie Brown Christmas off the table because if you don't want to watch that, then no, you're not. Charlie Brown Christmas is always welcome. Uh, but I would have to say, like, hmm, Frosty is definitely one of them. And then, like, say, like, one's on and then the other one's on, and then the first one and the second one, if they're on for 24 hours. Uh, the Abominable Snowman. That's not what it's called, but I remember it was a Christmas one and had an Abominable Snowman in it.
All right. I'm gonna blow your mind here. Garfield.
Ah, yeah, I forgot they had one.
Garfield.
That was way back in the '80s. That was the first show they had. Garfield and Friends. I think that was right.
Garfield had a Halloween and a Christmas special and a Thanksgiving special.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Garfield,
that's a. I forgot all about that, to be honest.
a Garfield Christmas, and the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Ah,
You can't not just have Thurl Ravencroft's "You're a mean one, Grinch."
I've been spoiled by the Jim Carrey one.
Oh my God.
What's Jim Carrey?
Hate.
It's Jim Carrey, man.
I can't go to dinner. I have to wallow in self-pity, loathe.
Dinner with myself. I can't skip that again. Like, dude, you know the scene.
I'm not going.
You know the scene where he comes in and grabs the cloth off the table and just pulls it. And all the dishes were there.
Yeah.
You know that was done in one take,
Yeah.
and he was supposed to like knock over everything. So it was a completely improvised. Like, so he went up and did it, and pulled the whole curtain off, and he was supposed to knock everything over, and he didn't. So he walked back and just knocked everything over, and continued with the scene. That was completely improvised on Jim Carrey.
You know where he got the idea from that, though, don't you?
Yeah, I think I remember that too. God, I can't remember it. Uh, I heard it. I know I heard it.
In the original Ghostbusters, Bill Murray
Yeah,
at the table and he goes, "Notice the flowers are still standing."
yeah, yeah. And he just tried to do that and actually did it.
Oh,
Oh man, but hmm. Did you ever play any sports on Christmas or Christmas Eve?
no.
No. I played a couple of hockey games during tournaments and stuff.
Christmas Eve was always going to my grandparents' house, opening presents, and that was when we had a big family and we'd eat. And then we go over there on Christmas Day and eat again. And
Yeah, I understand that. The glue to my family kind of passed away, so and a lot of people started lying.
well, ladies and gentlemen,
People hate each other for no reason. I don't understand why in my family.
are we doing an episode next week for New Year's? Or are we going to take a break?
Well, I don't know. They want to see two drunk motherfuckers try to talk about sports.
I tell you what, next week,
Oh yeah, yeah. Thud.
come back for the New Year blowout. We're going to recap the year in the 2025 in sports. We're going to talk about the biggest things that happen in sports. Hawk's going to pile his list. I'm going to pile mine. Top 10.
Yeah.
And we
Well,
might have drinks. We're going to have a good time.
yeah, we can definitely do that.
We're going to do it. And then we'll gear up for college football playoff. After that, next week, we'll have the semifinals. We'll do an episode on that. But for now,
For as it stands right now, we are shooting for. Are you off New Year's?
I am off New Year's, so we
All
can
right, New Year's Eve too.
New Year's Eve too. We can do it during the
All
day
right,
if we want to.
all right, we could probably do that if you'd like,
That works.
because we got the uh, Wednesday Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, Miami, Ohio State, Wednesday the 31st at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then January 1st is
The
when the game starts. We got the quarterfinal, Oregon versus Texas Tech, quarterfinal, in the Rose Bowl, Alabama and Indiana,
Tide.
and then the All-State Sugar Bowl, Ole Miss and Georgia.
Don't be talking about that there sugar bowl.
The Sugar Bowl.
These socialites here in this southern states love that there sugar bowl.
All them Sugar Bowl. Oh,
That-
you know what? It's not as good as Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl though.
It's the only time in the world that these southern debutantes get together and they can act unholy and ungodly and then go to church on Sunday and pray about it.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
You pull for them. Bless your heart, sugar.
You really think that Yankee School Indiana is gonna beat Ole Miss? Bless your heart. You
How
really think Ohio State's really gonna do something against, my Alabama? Nah, bless your heart.
do you really think that the roll tide is not going to roll these people? Honey, bless your heart. We've been playing football longer than y'all been a state.
Last time I checked, a duck was stronger than a buckeye.
Last time I checked, the Buckeyes. What come out of a duck? I don't know about, but Jim Bob over there, my nephew, he goes out there and shoots them there ducks, man. I'm gonna tell you what, that's the best eating you've ever had in your life. Get you some of that. Let me tell you, Granny had a recipe. All you had to do is get you some of that there black guy boxed rice. I think he was Lynn's. And you put the duck breast on it. And you put you some apples and some oranges. Granny bake it in the oven for about 350. And she didn't care if they were dead or not. She'd go out there and she'd pop that neck real quick, pull all them feathers. Ooh, it's some good. It'll make you slap your mama.
Okay.
But Granny told me that an old black lady taught her that recipe way back when she was a little girl. I don't really think that Granny knew that she was a slave when she told her that. But we
Oh, oh. Speaking of little girls, before we sign off, um, uh, I think I saw this earlier today. Is that the Minnesota Vikings, their um QB room is a bunch of wussy little girls. Just saying.
well,
Because I had high hopes for JJ McCarthy. What the fuck? Sorry. I don't mean to beat a dead horse.
I when I
Play 2 games. High ankle sprain. Get healthy. Play 1 game. You play 2 games. Hand fracture. Not to mention you missed all of last year. Anyway.
oh Lord.
Well, damn. Lost you for a minute.
Well, on that note,
Yep. We are going to be signing off for the night. Catch us next week on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Gotcha.
Hey, we're gonna try to bang out a 4-hour episode
Well, on New Year's Day?
on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. What?
Here-
Watching the game?
Why not? We can do it.
Oh, we're gonna get drunk.
All right. I'm Gator.
We'll see about that.
I'm Gator. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas or Merry Christmaka or a Merry Christmahana Kwanzaa so we don't offend anybody.
Yep. And I am Hawk, and I want to give a big salute to a legend tonight. And on this note, you can't see me.